I think maybe the best thing maybe to do here is destroy one building. Show them that I'm not involved, that I am doing it, and then you two can maybe learn something, and then it can stop there.
If we did it,
help my sister.
What were the 3 buildings again, Ben? The police station, the hospital?
The ranger station, and then the hospital.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, if I were looking at this as a villain type person, I'd go with the police station first.
Yep. Yeah. I think that might be the best thing to do. Can you, Johnny? You're rich, right? We've seen your hideout.
Okay, so the hideout you've seen, the hideout you guys have seen, like, it's old smuggler tunnels. All of the stuff that I have in there is, like, eclectic furniture. All the things I've animated are, like, mannequins and stuff. It very much looks very hobbed together. It's just big because of the space that I bought it.
I thought because you spent all those points, my brain immediately was like, you have the Bat computer.
I do. I think my computer's probably fairly good quality, but it's not like the entire. I don't have a Bat cave. I spent money, but it's all kind of very like eclectic, hobbled together kind of stuff. Because I'm not, again, like, my family has money. But since I'm a kid, like, I'm not going to go spending our fortune because they would notice.
Okay.
Right.
So I can't really freely do that.
I will also cut to your crane does see something else after you leave it there for a bit. Some of the guys leave. It starts dying down over time as it goes kind of later and later. And eventually Smoker goes up stairs to the 3rd floor.
You said everybody's leaving, right?
Yeah.
I'm having it fly up.
Okay, so it follows him, and he goes into.
I hold out like a hand to Harkin and Heidi to let him know like I'm seeing something. I have the that's so Raven.
That's exactly what I was imagining. You put your hand out and one to your head, and you just kind of.
That's what's going on.
Okay, great. So on the next floor, he goes up, and he goes into a room. And he kind of looks at the time, and then he sits down, and there's this kind of electronic device in front of him, and he presses some buttons on it, and this hologram of this figure kind of pops up, and it's a silhouette of this woman, and she asked, "Did he accept the mission?" And he goes, "Well, yeah, he did. Actually, not without much of a fight. Normally you see those guys moping a bit," and he puts his feet up on to the table, and he's still smoking. And normally sometimes the guys, they put up a bit of a fight. You know, you're going to have to rough them around a little bit. Nah, this guy, I think he gets it. And she says, "Excellent. I look forward to working with him in the future." And then he goes, "In the future?" And she's like, "Well, I mean, we have this card in our back pocket. There's no reason why we can't, after this is done, maybe we could get him to do some other things for us as well. That's just a start. We'll see how long we can continue this."
Is that where, okay, it's at the end of the conversation,
yeah.
Is it?
And he's like, "Well, it's up to you." And he's like, "I guess we'll just wait and see." And then she says, like, I've heard of his capabilities before. I'm sure he's very... This is something that's within the realm of his abilities." And the guy's just like, "Okay, sure. I don't know how you expect him not to get caught. All right." And then she just hangs up. And the image is gone.
All right. I'm going to say, they don't plan for this to be the only thing that you do.
Well,
Is the smoker guy leaving that office?
No, he's still just by himself, just drinking a little bit.
But he's staying in the... But does that office look like it's where he lives, or is it just...
It looks like there might be like another room over there where he lives.
Okay. But does that phone thing that he was using... I guess am I too far away to see if it has, like... If it seems to have any kind of, like, caller ID, recent caller kind of thing? That if not operating it as a... Not so much can I read what it says, more so if I was to break into that room, does the phone look like it has some kind of interface that I could see, like, recent contacts and stuff?
Yeah, well, here's the thing is that it, what you see is, like, private line pop up. So she's using something to kind of, potentially mask her, where she's calling from. Give me a, intelligence roll. If you have any technology, that would help.
So intelligence technology?
Yeah.
That is going to be a 15.
15? You think, like, maybe, like, during the call, like, you might be able to trace it or something, but, this is, like, she's calling from a private line, and... like, it's kind of a crapshoot whether or not you'd be able to get any information from it.
All right. So would I know how to, does anybody else hear that kind of humming?
Yeah. What's that sound?
Let me mute my mic and...
Nope.
Nope. So it's Taylor. Taylor?
That might be why.
Taylor's dead, guys.
Hi.
Hi.
Cool.
Yeah, whatever you did made a weird sound happen.
Is it still happening?
So yeah,
no, it's gone now.
That's weird. My mic was just muted.
I'm going to, in that case, I'm going to be like, okay. Would I know, because I have, let me see, my things. Contacts is for information, connected is for information, help with a legal matter, or access to resources. So, I can make a persuasion check with my connected perk to try and get access to resources. The resources I'm looking for in this particular case is some kind of device that I could plug into a phone so I can trace calls.
All right, give me the roll.
I'm going to see if I know anybody. That is 17 plus my persuasion, which brings it to a 21.
You know a guy.
I know a guy. All right. I think I have a plan. I might be able to figure out where she is. If I can, I might know a guy who
I think we might actually pull the character. We might say I know this girl named QWERTY.
Okay, I know this girl named QWERTY. That doesn't sound weird to me because computers aren't that common. Actually, no, I have a computer. Whatever, though. I know this person. She might be able to get me something that can trace phone calls. I just was listening in on a call that he was having with this mysterious siren person. If I can get
Night siren.
The night siren. If I can get somebody, I was not saying mysterious siren was her name, just that person. Whatever. The point is, if I can get this device, I can potentially animate something small to sneak in, hook it up to that phone, and we can see where the heck she is. And then we can go hit the center of the operation.
That would solve the problems, but would you be able to do it within the day? I mean, it's nighttime right now, but tomorrow?
Here's my other thing.
Yes?
As long as she sees that attempts are being made. Like, let's say, while we're trying to buy time, Harkin goes to quote-unquote destroy the police station, but doesn't succeed. Let's say something happens, he gets intercepted or something, and stopped, but escapes. As long as we make a big enough show of it to show that effort is being made.
I'm going to speak on top, I honestly think that would possibly put his sister in jeopardy.
I think I have an idea that might work. And you see, Harkin's now gone from kind of sad determination to now he's almost angry. He's like, he just talked to her, right? And you can trace the call? Maybe?
I might need to get him on a call with her again, but yes.
Let's go get him. We know where he is. Let's just go get him right now. We can make him talk. We can get the phone. We can trace it. We can get my sister.
She called him. It wasn't him calling her, and from what I saw, the number was private. I don't think he knows how to get in contact.
So they need to talk again.
I'd say that from your intelligence roll, you do know that he would potentially be able to call back. It would just give you the location. It's like right now you potentially just have a number and it doesn't feed to any location, but the unit would give you the location of the call.
Let's just
again. We don't want them to know that you're on their trail, though. We want this to seem like something that's external, so they don't go and harm her.
If we get rid of them,
we are super quiet about it,
and we just
Night Siren could never know.
We make him talk to her. We make him say what we want him to say.
Wait. We don't... If he knows how to contact her, we don't even need to make him do anything. If I can sneak something in there to plug in the call trace, we show up and just rough the place up a bit, but leave, he's gonna have to report to her. We trick him into calling her. We don't outright kidnap him and hold him at gunpoint. We make him report to her and think that we don't know where your sister is. So she isn't suspecting anything. Then we find out her location and hit her without her knowing. She doesn't have any idea that we got the information from him.
But would that make Harkin look bad?
What do we do then? What do we do? Do I go and...
I think we just we implant the tracker, we rough him up, then we leave. We wait till she reports back, and then we go. I don't think we should go about this in a way that makes us look directly aggressive. As long as they get the idea that we don't know where they are and we aren't making headway, they're going to be less inclined to take action on your sister.
We need to.
They're going to think that you're just kind of lashing out, but you're not. As long as she feels like she still has some kind of control, I don't think she's going to kill your sister.
I wouldn't want to risk it.
I'm not going to risk it.
It sounds like we have to risk something at this point.
I understand that, but if we can go in and get Smoker and have him be bended towards our will, I think that's the better idea.
You two do whatever you need to do, then. I'm gonna destroy this building.
No, you're not.
Well, they need to know that I'm not against them.
I understand that.
They can't... I won't let them hurt my sister. I won't let them hurt Claire.
And we won't either.
Look, I have an idea. What if we wait a day? Just a day. So you'd still have 2 left, and we'll come up with a decent plan that would sound acceptable to the people if they come back looking for you.
If we're going to wait a day, I may as well try and set up the tracker, because if he just happens to call her, we won't even need to do anything to get her location.
That's not a bad idea. Harkin,
you
listen
should do that.
Really quick. If you wait 1 day and we come up with a good enough reason why you didn't do it that day, and we can guarantee that they'd all be wiped out in 1 day and you just had to come up with a good enough plan.
She knows what you're capable of. You totally could do it in 1 day.
You could. I think that saying...
Do what you need to do, Donnie. Just do what you need to do.
I realized that what I said was kind of probably not the most tactful thing, and I'm gonna be like, okay, and I'm gonna go talk to my person. I'm gonna leave the scene at this point.
Okay. So you're gonna leave. So it's up to you. With QWERTY, her, if she is like
She's probably who I talked to get the computer that I have.
So do you know her as Donovan or do you know her as Livewire?
I'd probably know her as Livewire.
Okay, gotcha. So
because QWERTY does not sound like a rich person name.
Yeah. God, I'll okay, yeah. So you go talk to your computer expert, and you get that item. I'm trying to think what else. So probably not a rich person. Probably lives in the Downs. Talk to QWERTY, and then get the phone. Oh yeah, you just plug it in, and she explains it to you like you just plug it in, and you can just track the call anywhere, wherever it's going.
I'm assuming it can. So like can I see it from my computer?
Or yeah, you can see it from your computer.
All right. Thanks. And I'm going to how much wealth did you say we started out with? 2?
Yeah, 2 wealth.
I'm gonna give her 1 wealth.
Thanks. And she kind of, it's like you had she owed you a favor, like you had done her.
Oh.
Like, she was in an alleyway and you saved her, and so she had already owed you a favor.
Basically, you're Kim Possible.
I'm Kim Possible. Okay. I don't mind being Kim Possible. I think I still want to. Should I? In that case, if she owes me a favor, I'm like, I'm just gonna tell her if she ever needs anything from me.
All right.
I'm gonna leave her a crane. I think that's just gonna be like, if people need, I'm just gonna be leaving like little cranes with people. It's
all
like,
right.
This is how you get in touch with me.
She keeps
talk
the
to
crane.
it. Yeah. If you ever need anything, just call me.
The rich guy won't give up his money.
Again, Donnie doesn't actually own the money. It's not Donnie's money.
That's what all rich people say. It's not my money.
It's the government's.
It belongs to the investors. It's not mine.
All right. So I'm going to. It's nighttime now, right?
Yeah, it's nighttime.
Is Smoker still inside the office?
No, he's gone to bed by now.
Okay. I'm gonna go find like a teddy bear or something.
Mm-hmm. All right, teddy bear.
Okay. I'm going to.
Ripped it from the arms of a sleeping poor child on the street.
She doesn't need it. I'm doing justice things.
Like sneak into there's this whole scene where it's like nighttime and it's like they see a shadow out the window. It's like, mommy, it's like there's nothing there, and she's like, okay, and then it's like the shadow comes flying and then a hand comes in and takes the
I need your bear.
and then you fly.
No, I'd find just one. I'd probably have like a collection of stuff to animate back at my back at my hideout.
Okay,
and
that's fine.
it doesn't need to be a bear. I'm just saying something like small.
All right.
That I could animate and send in. That is not myself. And would the bear even be able to mess with wires? Actually, I probably would need to sneak in on my own. Now that I think
A little action figure with adjustable fingers.
How many are there?
Something like that. I don't think a bear would have the prehensile kind of like thing to mess with Ethernet cables.
You know, it's you could say it's like a toy robot or something.
Or I could just try and do it myself. Does it seem like there's an open window?
The windows are kind of boarded up. There are like fairly large slits in them, but it's like
I'm gonna bring a marker with me.
What?
I'm gonna bring a marker with me. I'm flying to the window that's all boarded up.
Okay.
And I'm drawing faces on each board.
All right.
And I'm going to animate the boards.
Okay.
So that they gently pull themselves out.
But give me a stealth roll.
Okay. This is a bad idea. 7. Plus my stealth of 6 will bring it to a 13.
13. Well then.
Yeah. That's the luckiest number. This plan is great, guys.
Everything's going just
So you land in the room, and it's like there's a. Give me a perception check.
That is a 20.
Okay. So you hear a, and then you hear
I like pause.
some creak, 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 creak.
I fly gently back out the window and have the boards replace themselves.
Okay. So you hear creak, creak, creak as a dark.
Do you want me to make a second stealth roll to try and do that without
All right, yeah, give me a stealth roll.
That is one better. That is a 14.
And he is going now. He's awake.
everything's fine.
I rolled a 15. So, what happens is you see a dark figure at kind of like through the slits in the boards, and is like looking out, kind of squinting, and it seems to see a dark figure floating, and then pulls out a gun, and then points.
I'm never with the guns. Jeez.
All right, give me a dodge roll.
Freaking hell.
This is where you die.
This is where I die. Nobody's with me. Well, this is a great series, guys. I'm so happy.
Thanks for having me.
So happy that I was a guest star on it.
Marcos Games on Twitch.
Oh, that's a number. That sure
13.
is a number. 13.
Yeah.
I meet that.
All right.
I rolled a 13.
Okay, so the bullet just barely kind of grazes past you, and you can almost feel the wind on you as it kind of whips past.
Flying away.
Okay, flying away.
Flying away. I'm gonna fly above the building so he can't look out and see me, and then I'm flying away.
All right.
So that could have gone better.
Disaster Squad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of which, so while he's been gone, I've just kind of been sitting there quietly, and
That's not the end of my plans.
well, wait. Harkin's been sitting there quietly, kind of not ignoring, but just he's in his head. He's not ignoring Heidi or anything. He's just in his head, and you could probably tell he like before he's gone from like, oh god, this is awful, what do I do, to he seems like he's almost getting mad, like his eyes are kind of furrowed, or his brow is furrowed and his eyes are kind of wide, and you see he's actually kind of breathing kind of fast, like his blood is boiling sort of idea. And he'll suddenly just kind of stand up. He walks outside and just blasts a tree.
All right, so
Just
there's
like-
this loud crack as the tree goes down, and it's not just that tree; it's like the one next to it, the one next to it.
Oh yeah,
it's
yeah.
just
Don't
like I
anger
did
the
with
druid.
bait.
And
I know, but
there's a cloud of kind of the dust and the dirt, and that gets thrown up into the air, and there's there's all these birds that just go scattering off in the distance, and it's just like kind of a crack of thunder.
and he immediately goes from this almost imposing figure back to this kind of, he puts his arms down and kind of sinks in himself again and just stares at what he did and goes right back to moping, and kind of turns around, and if you're there, he just like,
Heidi'd be in the doorway.
And
yeah, he's just I am so sorry.
And when he had done that, it was like the area goes quiet. Like it's like all the animals got scared away, and then plus with that force of his powers, it's like even the air is just like still now because he just like pushed
The air doesn't want to piss him off.
Yeah.
He just. I'm so sorry. I'm really. And he just kind of stands there, no words.
Heidi hugs him and does like the little pat on the back, like, it's gonna be alright, without saying it.
Goes back inside and waits for Donnie and his brilliant plan.
All right. Meanwhile, back to Johnny and his brilliant plan. Meanwhile, back to Johnny and his brilliant plan. He is lying on the ground, full of blood.
Smoker is on top
Very
of him,
dead.
just punching.
Touching my face, even though I'm dead. Anyway, okay, so I'm gonna go back around to that garage. You said that how like the thing didn't close the door didn't close all the way.
Yeah.
Could a person crouching like slide under it, or is it only small enough that like?
Give me a chance roll.
Chance roll.
Yeah.
That's a 4.
No.
Okay, but you said that
There is a
okay.
crack there. Yes.
Can I hear anybody inside the garage?
No. There's no one in there.
Okay. Could I reach under the crack and touch one of the cars? Is any car
yeah, you
close
can.
enough to the garage
Yeah.
door? All right. Here's my plan. I'm going to reach out and briefly animate one of the cars just for a moment and tell it to turn its alarm on.
Okay. So animate it, turn the alarm on.
And then I'm gonna de-animate it. I'm gonna pull my hand out, and I'm gonna fly back around to the window to Smoker's office. And I'm going to see if that draws him out of the office.
Okay. Give me another chance roll.
I'm gonna use that green dice because that green. No, I'm gonna use my steampunk dice. Yeah. Okay, that is a 14.
Okay. You give me a perception check.
Yeah. That is a 21.
You hear footsteps as they run from the 3rd floor to the 2nd, and then going down the stairs.
All right, so he's out of the office.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna have the boards. I'm gonna reanimate the boards. Have them pull themselves out and get in there and set up that damn tracker.
Okay, so now with this might be some kind of like a reflex or agility, just a flat agility roll to see how fast you can get in there
Okay.
versus his agility.
Okie dokie. Yep. That is a 4.
All right.
Oh my god.
Man, you're having
Just over here like, move it, boards, move it. And they're like, ah!
Okay. Give me a stealth roll.
And how good is your technology, by the way?
I actually have pretty good tech. That's why. That's how I could.
okay.
Although his contact would probably give him details about how he's supposed to use it. So
Yeah. Stealth roll, you said?
yeah.
I freaking disappear. That is a 24.
Okay. So
Slow as
you
hell, but
aren't
you're
working.
visible.
Like,
You aren't working quickly, but what happens is that he comes up, he's walking 2nd floor, 3rd floor, and then passes the office and doesn't notice you.
okay, thank God. No, yeah, I'd tuck underneath the desk. He passes the office.
Okay.
I hook it together, jump out the window, have the boards put themselves back on, and fly out of there.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes!
I'm a genius!
That could have gone better, but that was like one of the first like espionage things he's ever done.
Could have gone a lot worse.
It could have gone a lot worse.
He left his crane, his calling card, and then he says, wait, shit, espionage, damn it!
The crane is there, but it's been more like nobody knows that's my calling card. I'm gonna have to figure out more.
Although
I
I will say
know.
the smiling faces are still on the outside of the boards.
They are, but also...
oh god, the smiling faces, so it's like, oh my god.
But they're gonna have
It's
to notice...
the smiling
I know, it's like
specter.
they won't notice,
specter.
the gang won't notice because it's like they have to be outside the building and looking up to see.
And then just kind of been like, what window?
But,
Who would have done
if,
that?
But if Garrett sees it, he's like, oh my god.
Detective Garrett. That damn smiling specter.
And then they break in, find out it's a mob hideout, and that's further solidifies that I am in fact a criminal.
Perfect. Just as I planned.
So anyway, does the night pass? The night passes, unless anyone wants to do anything.
You're the GM, the night may never pass.
All right.
Heidi
didn't come home after her argument with her mom. She stayed with Harkin.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Did Donnie ever come back, or did he just like,
I
I'll
would
see them tomorrow?
I would come back. I would be like, it's done. If he calls, if he makes a call from that phone, I can trace where it goes to.
Where is this warehouse? Where is it?
Donnie's trying to decide whether or not he should... Well, I mean, I did say that it was already... I did say it was near the forest, but I didn't specify what warehouse. And I'm assuming there's multiple warehouses.
Yeah. Okay.
I'd be like, that doesn't matter right now. What matters is we find your sister. She's not at that warehouse.
He just turns and goes back and sits in his moping chair. I mean, rocking chair. I mean... He
Bruce
just
Wayne.
sits back down.
Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne.
Fuck.
Batman. Yeah, he just turns around and sits back down silently again and
Okay.
still moping.
All right. So the night passes.
Oh, wow, it happened.
All right. I would after telling them that I have that, I would say like I'll be in touch the moment I know where she is. I'll be in touch. If you need me for anything, you know how to contact me.
How are you gonna figure that out, though?
I plugged in a tracker to his phone, and I can check it from the computer I have back at the hideout.
I understand. Not his sister. Got it.
Okay. So in the morning, the smoker does get in contact with the night siren again that morning, and she just discusses like, oh, there's gonna be, go to this area, you'll find a key, and then you can use it to unlock this locker, and there'll be some money in there for you. And so they're just talking, just doing some business. And
Meanwhile, I'm a hacker at my computer.
okay.
Yes.
And so you get the information. What you find is that it's coming from that there's a woman. The ID on is Elizabeth Darrows.
Oh wow, she actually has a name associated with it. Okay.
That name sounds familiar for some reason. Did we hear about Darrows before?
No, you have not.
Okay, maybe I just know someone named Darrows. Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
Alright, Elizabeth Darrows is the night siren.
Yeah.
There it
Question
is.
mark.
Question mark?
She could just be like staying at her girlfriend's house and.
They're all guilty now.
Give me a
could I-
flat intelligence roll. If are you asking if you're familiar with that name?
Yeah, I was
Me?
about to.
No, I'm
him.
asking. It is Donovan's.
Donnie.
Yeah, that is a 7.
7. I'm trying to think. You recognize. Actually, what's funny is that the Darrows, like the family, is well known. So even with a 7, you kind of say like, oh, don't they own like a company or something? Like they're kind of well known here.
Would I be able to do a? Hey, actually, wait. Does my computer give me any kind of bonuses? No, it's routine-based functions. Nope. Okay. I'm going to do investigation versus, let's see, just persuasion. I'm gonna do another connected roll, and just gonna try and talk about it with my family very casually.
Okay, gotcha.
Because
All right.
if I know that they own a business,
That's fine.
then my family probably would know them.
Natural 1, they know that you're a superhero.
Natural one. Oh wait, that's my mom's maiden name. Oh wow.
I'm the bad guy.
Oh, that's
Shit.
persuasion.
It's why they don't
is
like superheroes.
It's
That's
funny
that's
because
an 8.
I was actually considering that, like debating
Oh,
that it
That's
was,
where all my money comes from. My mom's a criminal.
I'm not surprised. She's kind of a bitch. Anyway, no, that's an 8. I just rolled an 8.
it'd be like, oh, we have this new guest or something. Like, like I didn't put it together.
Oh yeah, she's living in my house.
This whole time.
What was your roll?
An 8.
It's real good.
So good.
I mean, this is like the problem is it's so likely that they would know because they work. Because the thing is that because they work with other businesses. The Darrow's family is they own this company, Steelhide Securities, where they work on like just security. So it's like private security, private guards, stuff like that.
So breaking in's gonna be easy, right?
And they like sometimes people hire different technology from them. Yeah, that's what they work on.
Would I know their major bases of operation? Also, would the
They would
tracker
be
have
able to
given
tell
me?
you. They would be
Would
able
the tracker have given me like an address or like location, or was it only just a name?
It gave you this address.
Okay, so I'd know where the call's coming from.
Yeah, it gives you a certain building and a certain room number.
Is that building and room number attached to the Darrow's Corporation, or is it only? Is it not?
Unfortunately, you did not roll. You rolled
high enough
pretty
to know that.
badly.
Yeah, I
so-
rolled pretty bad.
Yeah, so it's like you know that it's there's like there's a skyscraper downtown, and it points you towards a particular address and then a particular room number, which is a large number.
Okay. Well, first chance I have, I'm going to superheroify myself and head on over to Harkin's place.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there's those knocked over trees you would have seen last night.
Harkin, are you doing okay?
He's still in his chair.
Heidi is still there.
I think I might know where she is on the good news side.
My sister?
At least I know where the person keeping them is. Bad news, it's one of the most wealthy people in Sanctus. They run a very high... They run a security firm. So it's not going to be easy breaking in.
I don't think I have a choice. I think I have to do this. How are we supposed to... How do we fight that?
If we're talking a security company, brute force might not be the answer. We might need to go with espionage. We need to...
Well, I mean, you did that last night, and it clearly went well.
Yeah, totally. It really went really well.
All right, insight, deception.
Everybody roll! Initiative?
But, yeah, we could. I don't know if I want to do that solo. Like, last night was kind of tense on my own to begin with, and I would appreciate some backup. But...
I can be sneaky.
Do I know how like industrialized that section of the city is? Like, knowing how her powers work, would I know if we'd be?
So in Sanctus, it's like there are some trees kind of planted around certain buildings. There are like potted plants that hang.
So it's
on occasion.
not
But
too much.
it's like it's in Sancta, so this is like the city. But as far as your powers are concerned, I will. If you're interested, you could just carry around with you like seeds and just be like, I plant some, and then you have them grow or something.
I mean,
grow them immediately.
Heidi always carries around a shrub for her.
Change for suit
change.
Yeah. So
I can always use part of that shrub to you.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try and sneak in to a security headquarters.
If they intend to keep on using you, they intend to keep your sister prisoner.
True.
All right.
We still don't know that that's where she's being kept, but it's our one lead.
It's the head, yeah. That's all we really got. If we're going in, though, I do think that we need to get you some kind of disguise.
I agree. However...
Can't we do another leaf for this seaweed again or something?
If that's what you want.
I don't know.
You don't need to have some kind of flashy outfit. I just like the whole superhero aesthetic, but like it can just be plain old a mask and black or striped shirt or whatever. It doesn't need to be an outfit. But if
whatever you feel comfortable in, Harkin.
But if you go in and it's obviously you, then yes, they might immediately be taking action.
I agree.
But thinking back on this definitely is her using you. She runs a security company, and if suddenly it seems like the city is in danger from superpowered individuals, who do you think they're going to be turning to? She's doing this entirely to game the system for herself.
That's true.
Okay. All right. Then maybe okay, maybe we'll just I can get a mask and some
shopping trip.
Gloves.
Yeah, now it's time for the shopping episode, guys.
And we're out of time. Oh, thanks for stopping by.
Though I am thinking actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, No, I don't know if that would be necessarily a good idea. I was like, what if we did go to destroy one of the buildings and simultaneously attacked her building? If she's doing this to try and game the system to try and get herself business, if her building was also attacked, but not by you, on the same day, then the public would think that her security firm is in no position to be protecting these buildings if hers got attacked as well.
It's not a bad idea, but the only way we'd be able to do that and all three be together is by having you animate something and attacking a police building.
I was more thinking Harkin goes for the police building so she knows Harkin was where he's supposed to be.
I don't think Harkin should go on something alone.
If my sister is in there and this person knows where she is, I'm going to be there.
All right, well, we're going then. So shopping trip! Out of character.
Yeah, mine too.
Then I essentially just like... I don't go flashy. I go to like just a store, used clothes maybe. And essentially I want to buy just full hand gloves, like even work gloves, whatever, hand gloves.
How good are you on stilts? If you don't look like the same size as Harkin, how are they going to know that you're Harkin? If the person with us does not look anything like Harkin, who's to say you're there? Okay, this is a dumb idea. We're just gonna...
That was dumb, I'm sorry.
Most people are generally the same size.
And I get, like, gloves. I get kind of, like, combat boots and pants.
I'm assuming we're kind of at, like...
Wait, you're not... you're not going in underwear, Harkin?
I'm not going in my underwear.
Okay. So I will tell you guys, probably the thing is that because it's getting kind of towards the end of the session, probably before the rescue operation, we'll probably end it.
Yeah.
So you guys can give me, like, a rundown of like if you guys want to do any reconnaissance beforehand, or like how are you preparing for it, stuff like that, and then
We probably would do reconnaissance. I probably would do the whole origami crane thing.
What I
Where'd
would
Marcos go?
propose, and after shopping, I probably would actually bring this up, is that what we could do to try and kill two birds with one stone, if you will. Mm-hmm. I can first attack the police station. And I have an idea. I can maybe we can use some phone somewhere and call in, like, say there's a bomb in the station, and then they'll evacuate, and then I can blow it up. And then while the police are busy with that, I can rush over and meet you, or we can just get to her building and get in. And if anything goes bad there, we don't have to worry too much about the police showing up.
I feel like maybe we'd want to go with the Rangers of the three buildings. I think the Rangers sounded like the least important.
No. Trust me. The Rangers are the most important. It's much better if we just attack the police station.
I will say also, with as far as the securities and stuff, like the police inside of the walls of Sanctus are different from the police outside in the Downs.
So which station am I attacking, by the
one
by?
in the
Is
Downs,
this...
Yeah. It's
in
and
the
also let
Downs?
me
Okay,
go over from the top just to
Okay.
make sure that everyone is on the same page. Is that within the walls of Sanctus, that is where Elizabeth Darrows is, and the call came from this skyscraper somewhere inside of Sanctus. And within
so this is just to make plays in the Downs.
within Sanctus, it has its own like police and it has its own government, and then you have the Downs. And
You're not
in the
attacking any of
Downs, they have
those.
their own police and
Roger.
stuff, and so she's having you make these attacks inside of the Downs, outside of the walls.
Oh.
Well, I might attack the station anyway, just to... Oh, geez, in the Downs? Now that's a bad idea. Ugh.
That's what I was assuming was happening. What do the Rangers do? Did they catch
The
Pokemon
Rangers
with the
basically
magical swirl
are
drawing thing?
The Rangers, what they do is they basically fight against the aberrations. So, so if they're like, oh my god, like the Downs are getting attacked by these creatures coming out of the forest, they're the ones who deal with it.
They're the trained ones that deal with the monsters.
And there's a hospital. Frick.
Well, then let's just attack it. Let's just do our espionage job and get in there, and we won't give them the chance to hurt my sister.
Sounds good. All right, so I would reconnaissance with my cranes.
Wait,
Yeah?
Donnie, what if you had something on standby just in case?
I mean, that was my character from Cthulhu, not my... Anyway, what are you talking about for standby?
I mean, if we had just... In case anybody was worried that Harkin wasn't doing his job, what if we had you animate something? And so if we heard anything, or if our espionage thing didn't go as planned, that thing could attack one of the buildings that Harkin was supposed to be working on.
If Harkin's not there, then they will know he wasn't doing the work anyway.
No,
Then maybe we do
because
need to
all they know
destroy
is
the
what
police
he
station.
does. Why would Harkin make himself super visible?
No, but
Maybe
they know his powers. If some kind of golem thing attacks, they'll know that's not Harkin. My powers aren't exactly... I can't do big flashy explosions.
Then we'll destroy the police station, and then we'll hopefully that will put them at ease, and we'll be able to get in. And I'll just try not to do anything too exposing, I guess.
I don't know. I feel like that's already a really risky... You might get caught. How are we gonna get you out of it if you do?
I think we have to try something. We have to do something. And I think the best plan is to put this night siren, the Elizabeth, it's somewhere comfortable in the sense of I can destroy the station. She'll think I'm listening, I'm obeying, and they won't be on edge.
Attack her when she doesn't see it coming. I understand.
And then we can get my sister, and I can destroy her and her building.
How far away do your powers work? Do you know? I know they're new. Would they destroy anything within...
I think within visual range.
I mean, if we're getting statistical here, technically, I think it'd be under move object, and that in and of itself is rank 12, which is like a very far distance when you're looking at the thing, but that's usually how far I can chuck it.
Yeah.
If it had no weight. So I think it's more visible. If I can see it, I can...
That's what we'll go with for now.
Visibility.
So on that note, yeah, I don't need to be there. I can just...
But you need to be close enough to see it.
I just need to see the building, and if we...
You want to evacuate.
Threaten them with an explosion, and they'll leave, and then I can just take out a good part of it or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Just
I think that's a good idea.
And then we can go to her tower, and we'll find my sister, and then bring that tower down on top of her. Not my sister, the night siren. Sorry.
I know.
Well, I mean, if we found your sister, you could bring the tower down around us and use your powers to make sure we aren't crushed, right?
Not necessarily.
Okay, that's me thinking too optimistically. All right, so I would definitely do some reconnaissance. I would send some cranes around. I would try and see if I can notice any sort of security cameras or anything on the outside of the building.
Okay.
And exactly
as
how high
you
up those security
go
cameras
to do the reconnaissance, I think that is where we will call this session. Thank you for watching the third episode of Disaster Squad. We'll be here the next time we're here. We'll have to check the schedule. Anyway, thank you, Eric.
Yeah. Oh, you can find me on twitch.tv/thecodfish FYSHCCOD. Yeah,
I'll put the link to that. And then there's Marcos.
Yeah, Marcos games spelled with a Z because I'm an edgy '90s kid, and also S was taken already.
And there's Taylor.
Hi. I
All right.
don't do anything.
She's great.
She's an actress.
She's great. Yeah, she's pretty cool. Anyway, thank you everyone for coming, and we'll see you guys next time.